flip over to the game. He's done it. We gotta get the 3D bub in here. Alright, controller. I forgot how, like, blown out this game's audio is. Is there like an audio delay? I can't actually tell right now. There's definitely an audio delay. Wow, nothing works. Hold on. Let me restart this. Everything's busted today. See if we can fix it. Probe Entertainment presents Taito. Feels like there's definitely an audio delay going on right now. God, hold on. We'll fix it. Man, what is the deal today, I tell ya? Yeah, maybe what I'll do is... Whoa. Look at that flashing. Hold on. Try this. It's all broken now. Alright. Cross your fingies. And maybe things work. We'll get it going. If not, I feel like I need to restart OBS, which will definitely break everything. Oh. It's so lagged. Why? Why must he be like this? Perfect. A+, right? I break this, and I pop this. Not fix anything. Alright, one more thing to try here. Lag? Oh, I tell you. Technology. One day, it all works. The next day, nothing. Let me see if I can reset the audio device. Oh, he's done it. He's done it. God tier. Did it. I'm so smart. Oh, look, I could change. We're doing this on normal, but I could change the difficulty. For anyone that wasn't here for the last stream, it's challenging. You know what? We're gonna make it work. How's everyone doing today? It's been a while. It's been a few. I don't even know what I've done in the past few days. Not a lot, I can tell you that much. I don't have any good stories to share. Oh man, everything's touching everything else. I'm gonna lose the first level. That's gonna be the real kicker. Nah, we good. Well, I'll catch up on chat in a second. It's a hard game to play. There we go. While reading chat. One-on-one train session with your boss. That sounds delightful. Question mark. Phantom Town? Sounds encouraging. Sounds like a good time. I watched a couple movies. I watched Good Boys, and I watched The Art of Self-Defense. They were both alright. I watched... Oh, that was quick. Westworld Eldritch Horror? Was it supposed to be good, or is it like a B movie? Like the movie B movie. Alright. I'm resizing this window to try to make it easier for me to see. I have this idea of something to do to change up my stream layout. I don't know if it's a smart idea though, so I gotta do some tests on it before I roll it out. It's just for stuff from my end, nothing any of you would ever notice. Is this a level that's hard? Can't even remember. No! No! Definitely a B movie. I gotcha. I think this is the hard fight. This is the one that is challenging. We just gotta get through this with like minimal continues used. And we'll be alright. I've also got a bit of a lead on another game for the collection today. So, potentially we have another game on the way. To put us down to 6 now. Getting close, getting close. Speaking of which, coming up is Sculptor's Cut. So if you guys want to see what a $400 game looks like, soon enough, we'll be there. And you'll go, why? Why did you buy this? And I'll go, I don't know. That was like the high IQ shot that just happened there, and I did not even plan on it. That was actually bonkers. I hit like the smartest shot and I didn't even see it until after it happened. No Santa will return. We might do something special for that game. I might play it a little longer than I normally would play a fighting game. I want to make sure that I'm getting my money's worth. We're gonna play for 400 hours. Hope you're all excited for 400 hours of Sculptor's Cut. For some perspective on how much 400 hours is, it's more than I've streamed all of the games so far. Alright. I'm not doing great here, but the computer's not doing great either, so there's a chance. Hello, McDee's. How's it going? I got my key today for Shenmue 3, so that's exciting. I activated it, did not download it yet. But I might give that a try this weekend. Depends how long Death Stranding takes me, because I want to finish that first before I get into a new game. Bub always looks distressed. Oh god. He's done it. Wow. Some of these... It's weird how, like, stage 3 is so hard, and then the few after it are pretty easy. I think once we get to the Onion Man, it gets hard again. If I could just do this first try this time, that'd be nice. Do. I'm going crazy already. I did not pick up Pokemon. So I've watched some like Pokemon streams and I kind of feel like I have like a small interest in it. Not enough to like pay full price for it. Not that that game will ever be discounted. Hello, Prophet Goddess. How is it going? We're making pretty good progress on this one right now. Better than the last few runs went. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't really care for Pokemon, like, as a whole, you know? Also, yeah, all things... Sorry, I'm skipping around in chat, but all things mules are pretty bullshit in that game. That's why your boy just avoids them. I played Pokemon Blue, and I did not play another Pokemon until Pokemon Y. And then the first Pokemon game I ever finished was Pokemon Moon. Okay, this is not going great, but it's kind of going okay, though. Simultaneously. What if the answer all along was just that I was doing poorly on the last stream because I was tired? See? Look at I got all these credits to use. I'm getting towards the end. Dude, there was a day okay, so I've been doing really bad on sleep lately, like probably averaging like 6 hours, which I can live off of, but like it adds up over time. There's a day this weekend that I slept for like 11 hours. I fell asleep at like 8 and then I just slept through the whole night. So I got too much sleep this weekend. I'm not a big fan of getting a lot of sleep, to be honest. It feels like wasted time. What the fuck is that sound effect? Oh god, I'm gonna die. Saved. Saved. Oh, another one bites the dust. Trombone. Who doesn't love a good trombone, though? How can you be mad about trombone? That's not... I would be annoyed by anything, actually. I used to live in an apartment building where there was someone that would play like the same... It was probably like 2013. It was probably like peak dubstep time frame. And they would just blast the same dubstep song out of their truck like every day for hours. What are you doing? I feel like I've started to big brain this game a little bit. I'm just like in like a state here. Here's the guy we've never been able to beat. But I've got a lot of credits this time to work with. Holy shit. This dude's aggressive. Fine, I can work with this. I gotta not think too hard, right? Just play casually, and it'll all come together. Oh my god, real aggressive. Something tells me this one is not the run. Alright. Okay, I got a bad start, but like, it's okay. Oh, that was a good shot. Neo Geo series. I've still never played a Neo Geo in my life. Also, hello Congo Jack. How you doing? Yeah, we'll see how long this game takes. It could take a matter of minutes, or it could take a matter of hours. I mean, really, I don't have much of a history of Neo Geo. I probably played like some Metal Slug like on an arcade machine at some point, but I've never actually played a Neo Geo Like a real one. Because they're like $1 billion. I probably played some Samurai Showdown at some point. Maybe some King of Fighters some year. God, this is going very poorly right now. Rodak. Oh my god. I was gonna say I'm definitely gonna lose this, but okay. He's not doing that great either. I mean, I've seen like the big cart Neo Geo machines. I remember seeing those, but I was too young to appreciate it. No. I mean, this game's great. It's just really hard. I'm a big fan of Bustin' Move, though. Wow, I'm gonna get destroyed real fast in this one. I'm gonna need all these credits to win. Fuck. Whew. Alright, I'm gonna get through there. I'm gonna get it. Get it going. Get. What? I feel like the key to this level is like don't connect the strands or bad things happen. Oh. Okay. Alright, now I need to focus because now we're getting into a little bit scarier territory. Alright. Good shot. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yes, this is a strand game. It's about not making connections. Oh my god. There's just so much trash. The deaths are gonna come fast and furious now. Alright, I only have two credits left here. That was a good shot. Oh shit. Shit. Why? It's really difficult. I'm on the last credit. Like, I could lower the difficulty down to easy, but it just doesn't feel right. Feels like I didn't earn it. Alright, we're starting to get in an okay position here. Kind of? Not really, though. Shit. Blocked myself. I'm gonna die! Alright. And just like that, we start over. I thought we were doing one shot. I thought that would be the ultimate way to start the stream. But here we are. Alright, now I can practice on dunking these fools as fast as possible. For 4 quarters, thank you. That dollar will be put to good use. Oh, that was a good shot. I'm starting to get angles a little bit better, I think. I'm not quite there, but I could see it getting better with practice. Oh, that wasn't quite the perfect shot. Why is this guy taking so long to take down? I'm not throwing enough trash, you know? Alright, this is the problem level. If we can get this one in one try, it's a good day. But I don't see it happening. Not quite intended. What do you think this game's like on hard difficulty? That's a good shot. Ho ho ho! Oh, this is the hard level. That was the easy level. Fuck it. I thought I was on level 3 already. This is where I get dunked on now. Especially with this placement is not great. Alright. Oh no. Oh, I still got it the first try. It's all gonna be okay. It's gonna be fine. We'll make it work. Alright, I just need a breather. We're good to go now. So what about you guys? Is anyone playing anything exciting lately? Or is it just like Pokemon? There's no other big releases out, right? Is anyone playing that Star Wars game? I'm kind of curious about that one. Seems like a thing I'd like to play eventually, you know? But probably not right away. It sounds like it's kind of broken. Oh, that was bad shot, bad shot. Man, this is a dense layout we have here. This is not a lot to work with here. Oh. Cool. Epic 7. I don't think I've heard of that one. I'm not a big expert on mobile games, though. I'm an old person, and the only, like, mobile game I play is, like, a jigsaw puzzle game. It's embarrassing to say out loud, but that's what my life's resorted to. No! Okay. Good save. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Yo, I'm gonna go for a deathless run this time, alright? That's my confidence right now. 0 deaths in 2019. This isn't going that great, but like the computer on the other side like there's more than one. Also is not doing fantastic. Okay, things are going awry at this point. Oh no, now I'm really in trouble. Uh-oh. 1 death in 2019. Oh, okay. No! Slightly off. I had thought for sure that would work. Did not. Alright. Oh, I'm dead. 2 deaths on that one level. This is not a level I usually have trouble with, is the problem here. Sometimes you just gotta make new trouble. I don't know like the strategies of this game. If it's smarter to like put a bunch of garbage under something you're gonna hit, or if it's better to just match them up. I guess it's like a risk-reward system. Oh man. I'm getting like dunked on right now. Oh, that was awful. Oh no. It's like a new wall has formed. What the fuck? She's just an avatar, alright? I don't even think she's really doing that. Hello, Brian Rampage. Look, trouble's a brewing right now. Oh, I don't think I can... This is all going to heck. Yeah, I said it. I can say whatever I want, except for a list of things that I could never say. Oh boy. Please don't cancel me. This is all I have. I'm so dead. I'm so dead. What can I even do with this? I can't get through this easy level. This level's made for babies. Yo, if they rebooted Busted Move, but the moves were all dabs, I don't know if I could get behind it anymore. That might be my limitation. Holy shit. This is brutal. I'm just getting absolutely decimated, some would say. Oh no. Oh no. I need a red or a purple. Badly. Ooh, buddy. Things are not looking great at this moment in time. What if I just wait this out? Oh, it feels wrong. Sometimes you just gotta. Alright. How many? I'm down to 3 credits. Things are not looking good at this moment in time. Oh. Bad shot. Oh, did you see that? Top tier move right there. What do you mean this guy's awesome? He's trash. I called him an onion on the last stream and people got mad at me. Because he's clearly a rock. You want like a meta arcade game where you ask your parents for money? That's interesting. What about one where your parents see the anti-drug screen at the beginning of the game and they go, "Oh, this is great! You could play this forever." It's telling you not to do drugs. Eee, blocked. Everything relates to me on an embarrassing level, if it makes you feel any better. There's not a thing that I do that I'm not embarrassed about. What'd you do last night? Oh, you know, I played video games on the internet. The female version is Drajo, and the male version is Drabo. Is that what I'm getting from this level? Lay off on me, my friend. Oh, that didn't do anything! What am I supposed to do now? Yeah, everyone that's here for the N64 side of it is probably older. Anyone that's here for the personality side of it is like 12. Because children love me. Speedrun strats. It hasn't worked for me so far. Alright. It's true, if you guys want to talk about Boy Meets World, I've been watching it on Disney+. I'm starting to think that show's not very good. Oh, I just got destroyed. Last Castle Land was a Genesis. Play all the Genesis games, fuck it. I already have to play Krusty Super Funhouse for Fury. I got roped into that one during Diddy Kong. Dude, I wanna watch Space Ghost. Yeah, I've been watching Boy Meets World and it's bad. I don't know how much more of it I'll watch. I also think Disney Plus is kind of bad, if you want my honest opinion. They need to add a lot of features, or I'm gonna get so annoyed with it I'll stop using it. It's not terrible, but it feels a little bare. Also, sorry, late, but hello, GD Car, how you doing? I'm going to die here. Oh, saved. It was make that shot or die, and I made that shot. Okay. Sorry, I'm really focused right now. I get silent sometimes when I get focused. Boo boo boo. Is there like a place to watch like shows like Space Ghost? Like where are you watching that? Or do you just have it readily available? I haven't seen Space Ghost Coast to Coast in a long time. I miss it. You couldn't tell by the username. Someone has it on their website. Alright. One of my favorite episodes of any show is the Bjork episode of Space Ghost Coast to Coast. It's so funny. Is that my last life, or do I get one more try? I can't remember. Okay, we're good. Are you... Like, how is this even happening right now? This guy hacks. He's a hacker. Things aren't looking good. Okay. So here's... Let me gauge the room on this one. I feel like if I finish this game on normal, I've really earned it. Or I could crank the difficulty down to easy and get through this game. I don't know what's the smarter option in this scenario. It's hard to tell. Because I think that's the only option. Bump it up to the max. I don't know why match point says 2. It's a smarter choice. We're gonna turn it down to easy. Because the reality of it all is, I gotta get through like 1,000 more games. Match point 2 is what it's set to right now, though. That's the weird thing. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that's what it was set to. Using. Maybe it's just for like versus mode or something? I don't know. Yo, I don't know. I was really disappointed. Like, I'm not a big Funko Pop person, but they made a Brak Funko Pop like 4 or 5 years ago, and it was like a convention exclusive, so I could never get it. And now it's like a $75 Funko Pop. I'm like, I'm not doing that. You're hurting me. Yes, as a child, I used to watch a lot of Cartoon Planet. I owned like all the CDs that they did. That shows art. That show's kind of been lost to time, I feel like. There's not that many people that know about it. Yeah, Space Ghost was originally a cartoon from like the 60s. Just like a straight cartoon. How it turned into what it turned into, I have zero clue. Yeah, the Brak show is weird. I don't know if I really enjoyed that show. It was okay. I like how I'm doing like so much worse now at this. And but it's on easy, so I just don't lose. Also, it seems like the layouts are different on this difficulty. Maybe they're just easier layouts. I don't know. Go! We'll see how hard this one is. These layouts are totally different. It's like a spider web style. It actually makes it kind of harder to make combos. These songs are gonna start getting stuck in my head, I'm pretty sure. Yikes. Oh no! Some things never change. I don't think there was a puzzle mode. I think there was, like on the menu, I think there was this time attack and this, I believe. I could be wrong though. I just lost. Some things never change. All right. Oh no, the garbage came too fast. I'm actually doing worse on easy than I was doing on normal. I played Twilight Princess. I've played through that a couple times. I played through the original and the HD remake that they did. I don't know if you call it a remake, but the HD version. I'm not a big fan of Twilight Princess, and I'm not really a big fan of... I'm not a big fan of most 3D Zeldas. I liked Breath of the Wild. And I liked the N64 ones. But other than that, I don't know. There's a lot of things I don't like about Twilight Princess, and there's a lot of things I don't like about Wind Waker, so it's really just those two. Well, and Skyward Sword, but I think a lot of people share my opinions on Skyward Sword. I'm just getting destroyed right now. My Zelda history is weird though. Like, I finished the first two Zeldas. I never once finished Link to the Past. Which is a weird thing to say. Yeah, most of the DS ones, I don't think I've really played any of them. I played Link Between Worlds, and that's about it. I'm getting destroyed right now. What is happening? I don't think Zelda 2 is bad. It's the design of it's pretty bad, but the gameplay I think is fine. The fact that you need like a guide to finish it is pretty dumb though. Also worth noting, I only could finish Zelda 2 with save states. Just on the final dungeon. I was struggling with the final dungeon, so I had to crack into save states. Alright. How am I doing? Not fantastic, but acceptable. Okay, things are getting worse now. Oh no. Thank you. Mega Man in general is too hard for me. I mean, we're gonna get to a Mega Man game here, but I think Mega Man 64 is a different beast than classic Mega Mans. Ooh, I've never played a 3D Mega Man, so this will be my first time with these streams. Yeah, I know Mega Man 64 is pretty much Legends, but they had to make some pretty big changes, right? Like, I think there's stuff that's different about that game. I don't know, I haven't played either of them, so I'm just basing that off things I've read. Alright, I'm not really making any progress on the dunking here. It's all just one big clump. I don't know how they expect you to work with this. Maybe they don't. The computer's working with it just fine though, so. Oh, god damn it. This is not good. I mean, I would assume any N64 version of a game with voice acting has just replaced it with in-game text, is my assumption on that one. But who knows? Some of the later games, they've... I don't know where Mega Man falls in the hierarchy of time frames. That's a weird way to put that, but you know what I mean. I don't know how big that card is. I think this opening layout is just easier. Because I think I typically do okay on this stage. But yeah, if you want to say that, yeah, I'm great. I'm gonna get a really big head and be good at bust a move. Every time I say bust a move, I swear I'm gonna say bust a groove. My nature. Why isn't it called, like, Puzzle Bobble? Is that like a Japanese name for the series? I don't actually know the history of the terms. Oh. Alright. This is going okay now. Go! I mean, this game has voice acting, right? Just full-on voice acting. Oh, why did I just do that? That was silly. Alright. Final stage, is it any easier on easy? This is where we find out. Alright, they're not giving me anything to work with here. Which I mean, I guess is fine, because it works the same way for both of us. But I always assume that he's gonna make more God with it than I am. Yeah, this is not good. Oh. The save. I'm in it for a little longer. I didn't think I'd get out of that, but here I am. Alive. I lived, bitch. Oh, did you see that? So many points. He's done it. Is there anything after this? 69 seconds. Oh shit, there's more. No. No. There's always more. Look at this animation, though. Top tier. Oh, shit. Should've known. Had to fight a literal puzzle robot. This song is not a certified banger. Alright, now I feel a little bit better about playing this game on easy. But something tells me this would be a pain in the ass on harder difficulties. I mean, I could try to answer it. I'm kind of a fool, though. Oh, I haven't went back, so I'm not 100% sure on that one. I mean, I remember where it is, but I can't explain it. I don't think there's a way to walk back to it, though, from Chapter 3 area. Like, you'd have to drop your cargo, I think, to get across the map. Wait, I just started another level and I didn't even realize it. What the fuck? This game's infinite in length. Oh, take that, you little elf. I don't know what that thing is. I don't know if easy gives you better pieces, but congratulations. Time is nothing. Is that it? Or is there gonna be like 12 more levels? Alright, are these credits? What's happening right now? I'll let it play out. Another game down. Game down, game down. Dude, I love a good compression algorithm. Oh shit, our next game is number 60. So where does that put us in the list here? What percent are we at? We've now finished 59 out of 296 games. We are, this game, once we finish this next game, we will be at 20% of the library completed. That's a fifth of the way. Pretty crazy, right? But yeah, up next is Forsaken 64. And I know what most of you are thinking, what the fuck is Forsaken, right? I feel like it's a series not a lot of people know. It's probably the worst cover art of any N64 game. And it might be boring to watch, and I'm sorry. We gotta get through it. We'll see. I have a visual of like what Forsaken 64 is like gameplay wise, but it's also rated M for mature, and that does not, it doesn't line up with what my memories of it are. So there's probably a lot more to it than I remember. Forsaken 64 is not in the Twitch database, so I guess we're just setting our game as Forsaken. Oh, I gotta put my name in. F U A. It says fuck. Sorry, I'm a child. Alright. Oh yeah, you want me to double check that there's no puzzle mode? Yeah, it's just like a time attack. I mean, this is kind of a puzzly mode. I don't know. I guess this is kind of like a puzzle mode. Like, it's pretty similar. GG. It might be in the, there's still another Bust to Move game to come, and I think actually the other Bust to Move game isn't even that far off. I think they're both fairly close together in the list, so there'll be more Bust to Move. We're not done yet.